Hello everyone, this is Amanda Ray, the intuitive healer and psychic reader from theamandaray.com. I'm here to do a pick a card reading for you, but before we jump into the cards, I just wanted to go over a couple things with you. If you're new here, welcome. I am a psychic reader and I will be connecting with my guides that will channel universal messages for each of these piles. If you have been here before, welcome back. Thank you for joining me again. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already and you're interested in future pick-a-card readings or other spiritual related videos such as guided meditations, little quick tips, how-tos, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It lets me know that you are interested in more of these and I can continue to make them for you. I will put some links to the card decks that I've used below. Some of them are available for purchase still, some of them might not be. But I will again mention that. You can find me on Facebook, again, link below in the description. The timestamps will also be in the description below. So here's our lovely cards. I will just dive right into it. Before you choose your deck or your pile, please take some time and take 3 deep heart-centered breaths. This really gives you a chance to connect with yourself, your heart, and your soul before choosing, and that will help you get the most accuracy for this reading. This reading is all about messages from your future husband. So, taking your deep breaths. Here with the tiger's eye is pile number 1. Here with the calcite is pile number 2. Here with the onyx is pile number 3. So again, if you need more time, please stop, pause the video, take your deep breaths, and then choose the pile that resonates for you. Sometimes you might be called to choose more than one pile. That's okay. There might be some messages in both piles for you. So just take what is for you and leave what doesn't. These readings are for so many different people that most of the things will apply to you, but maybe not everything. So it's just about following what is true to you. So I will just jump right into it. Pile number 1 here. This first card here is just like an overall theme for the message from your future husband. So this one is ceremony, invocation. Beautiful. So like I feel like there's things that you need to be doing on the spiritual side because you're a spiritually minded woman, and there's things you can be doing to align your energy and help call in your husband to make everything jive. Because you can feel their presence, you can feel them coming, but they just aren't here yet. All right. Next, we have kind of the basic theme, more clarifying cards. We'll just start off. The first one is 33, the Sun Goddess. I celebrate each sunrise and recognize the healing energies of the sun. Beautiful, beautiful. 25, Spirit Guides. I open my heart to my guides and trust in the wisdom they share with me. And 28, Release. I release that which does not serve my higher purpose with gratitude and love. And I really feel like this one is really connecting with this ceremony card here. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull out all the cards so we can take a good, clear look at everything. But there's definitely some things holding you back, some past relationship stuff that you've been ready to let go, but you haven't been doing it yet. Maybe you don't know how, maybe you felt like it wasn't time, or you've been busy with other things, but fear, number 18, with a spider on it. 48, the trees. Again, grounding, ceremonies, fear, releasing. 48, the stars. Again, very aligned with that sun energy there. Beautiful. No, which I feel like this is saying no to past lovers. There's someone trying to get back to you or like trying to sneak in, and you need to be very clear about no. And communicate clearly. What do you know? What do you know? You also have some past life and different cards. So scribe or writer here. Unrequited love. So some things showing up from past lives here as well. And we have manifest, again, setting those intentions, doing those ceremonies, helping bring this in. You might already have like a list of qualities you want in your future husband, or you might have a vision board, something like that. And this is going to be talking about that as well. Send love, sending love to the future things that you want to manifest, and compassion, mainly with yourself. So those are the cards we have here, and really big, this ceremony card in really, so my guides are just kind of saying, you got to link these two together here. So this release card, you need to start releasing some of the things that you have been holding on to in relation to some past relationships. It might have been the way someone treated you. It might be just different things that happened in relationships that you didn't like, or felt like you weren't being loved, things like that. A lot of fear coming up for you. And that fear is holding you back from being able to release this stuff. It's like there's some repeat patterns showing up in many relationships for you that are proving to yourself that you feel unworthy, that you don't feel good enough, that you should try harder, or you should be prettier, you should eat this way, look this way, stuff like that. Like very much damaging to your self-confidence. The sun card, the solar plexus chakra coming up, that confidence, self-confidence, emotions, different things like that. But your guides have been there for you all along. So even though some of these situations might not have been perfect, as you like things to be, you might be a little bit of a perfectionist here, they've been supporting you. So if you were in a shitty relationship and you were relying on them for a place to live, all of a sudden they opened the door and provided you with another place to live, or something like that. Like they've always shown up at the last minute to help you get through the next thing. But you haven't felt grounded through any of this. You keep trying to connect with people just to find that sense of self, to find that sense of meaning, and it's not serving you anymore. You need to start writing things down if you haven't already. So if you have like some qualities that you want in your future husband, you need to start doing that, because he is waiting and ready for you. He is that compassionate lover. He is waiting. Send him love, because he's feeling doubtful as well. You both have kind of these self-confidence issues or insecurities happening. Like, will they ever come? There's this feeling of time is running out, or you're getting old, or something like that for you guys. But you're so close. Like, you are so close. You've been together many lifetimes. That unrequited love. But this lifetime, you guys had to release a lot of the karmas that made your relationship suck in previous lives. So in order to make your relationship in this lifetime everything that you know it could be, you needed to be able to go through some of these shitty relationships and do these healing ceremonies, release these things that are making you fear love, so that when you meet him, you might feel a little bit timid, a little bit scared to open up, scared to love, but you can feel it. You'll be ready to really just go after it. And that's what they want you to do in this lifetime. You need to start setting clear boundaries with exes if they keep coming back, trying to, oh, let's just hang out for coffee, or trying to get back with you. It's done, but you keep that door open. You keep trying. I don't know if they were blocked and you try to unblock them and the same story arises, or you haven't blocked them and they keep reaching out. They message you at 2 a.m. Hey, what are you doing? Like that kind of vibe. And it's clear boundaries. You have to keep them. So if you haven't blocked them, block them. They have served their purpose. And you have to communicate very clearly about this, because they don't understand your perspective in this. And it's okay that they don't understand, but you need to get it off your chest. You need to really step into that confidence more. So they're also bringing my attention to, in this card, the candle. So, and the sun love. So they want you to do like a healing ritual to help call in your future husband or significant other. It doesn't have to be a husband, whoever your significant other is. And what you will do is you will write a letter to them, telling them how you feel, how everything that you've wanted in the relationship, just kind of like a love note, right, to your future husband, but as if they're already here, you've met them, you feel that connection, and you're ready to move on, move forward with them. So you need to write all of that out. You need to get a candle, you need to light it with love, feeling that love, and then you need to burn that letter so that your guides can really set that all into motion and really putting that, manifesting that person to come into your life, those situations. But if you're constantly being bogged down by your old relationships, you can't get there. You're holding yourself back in that way. With the Sun card, you have so many blessings coming to you in this relationship. But, excuse me, this communicate clearly, throat chakra. It's time for you to really ask for what you want. Part of you keeps holding back, saying, oh, I can't, I don't deserve that, or oh, I can't ask for that, or whatever the story is you're telling yourself here. They're saying you're resistant to asking for what you really want, all of your desires, because of that lack of confidence, again, kind of sneaking in, or, oh, I would be okay if they just loved me better than this, but not to, like, the most beautiful love I've ever experienced. It's go all in, ask for everything you want, and if they fall a little short, well, hell, we're human, but you have to ask for it or you're never going to get it. And that's the key here. You have to be able to ask for it, shoot for the stars. You have to be able to ask for it. The sun goddess, really stepping into that confidence. And you need to start doing some mirror work if you haven't already. If you haven't heard of mirror work, Louise Hay has written whole books on this that will go into way more detail than I will here. So if you're really interested, you could read those, search those out. They're from Hay House. But if you're not sure, I'll go over a little bit here. So what you're going to do is you are going to look at yourself in the mirror directly into your own eyes. So this is going to feel really awkward because we're very used to, checking our hair, seeing how our outfit looks, all that kind of stuff. But you're going to look right into your own eyes, and it's going to feel a little bit awkward, and you're going to take 3 heart-centered breaths. And everything else will kind of go fuzzy, so you're really intent and centered on yourself. And you're going to repeat 4 phrases. They are, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And you're going to repeat that every day to yourself, multiple times a day if you can, and really start to work through these things you're blaming yourself for, thinking you're unworthy of, because it's time for that to go. You can add some other mantras in, like, I am confident, I am beautiful, whatever resonates. There's some things that you might already think of, or you might even be interested in mantras already, but it's definitely time to step it up and come treat yourself with compassion so that you can manifest that love. It's time. You've been putting this off, living in fear, not allowing your partner to come to you because you keep allowing your past to just keep hurting you, and they're ready. They are full out ready to meet with you. They're ready to show up in a relationship with compassion, and they might have been in another relationship where they might have kids. They've definitely learned lessons if they don't have kids. So be gentle with them as well. As much as they're ready, they're going to have some of their own fears that they're going to bring to the table, and it's going to take a little bit of time for them to feel safe. So anything you can do to help them feel grounded, help them feel safe, will really go a long way as to helping move this whole relationship along. But you're going to know when you meet them, because it's like your eyes will lock. They will see you either across the room or, it's just boom. You might already casually have seen this person. You might have never seen this person. You might be aware of the person. They might be aware of you. But all of a sudden, when you're ready for that connection, it's just going to click. and it's going to just come right in. They're saying it could be potentially about 18 weeks or so, give or take, if you really work on this work. You know, it might be a little longer, but if you work on this work and the manifesting, you know, that love letter ritual, you can move up that timeline a little bit and just really bring that into your being, because you're ready. You know you've been ready, but you've just been resistant to let go of these past things because you like to feel like someone is looking to you, like they want you, that needing to find your confidence through someone else loving you. So that's what I'm getting from you, future husband. That is what you need to do to call him in, because he has been searching for you. He is so looking for you, and he is ready to commit. He's ready for that compassionate relationship. But you need to release those fears and really, really show up for yourself, and the rest will just fall into place. All right. Thank you so much, Group 1. If you like what you're seeing, please remember to subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you know when I do post more videos like this or other spiritual related videos. And share with your loved ones. You know, they might need a message from their future spouse as well. We will move on to group number 2. All right, group number 2. Here we are, Sun. So the first card here is just kind of like a theme card for the overall reading. So it just gives kind of like a context to everything, and the rest of the cards will be laid out and really go into detail. So I'll work at laying them all out and then connect all the things and give all the messages here. So the wolf, instinct. Interesting, interesting. I feel like the overall theme is you already know of this person, so, or you've met them, they're a friend, something like that, but you've been scared to step up because you're like, oh well, they wouldn't want me, they, you know, whatever it is you're telling yourself. But you need to follow that gut instinct and just be like, I just need to say something, because you can feel it bubbling up, but you're letting your rational minds, oh, I can't just say that I'm interested in them. Well, that would be crazy. It might be crazy, but it's the good kind of crazy. So Archangel Raphael wants to show up for you. I invite Archangel Raphael to bring healing and knowledge into my life. So I'll show you. Earth Elemental, I gratefully accept the abundance the earth bestows upon me. I'm going to read that one again. I gratefully accept the abundance the earth bestows upon me. Yeah. And Spark of the Divine. I ignite the divine spark within me and recognize I am part of all creation. So this, again, is playing on those animal instincts here. I'm not sure. You might have already tried to have a relationship with this person, or told them you were interested. They had like some other like girlfriend and felt pulled back, something like that. And you feel like, I shouldn't pursue that again. And Archangel Raphael wants to say, no. Just heal the bruised ego. Ground yourself. Take some deep breaths and really follow those instincts, because the timing wasn't right before. You guys both had some lessons you needed to learn, and now that you've learned them, it's a lot easier for you to be able to come back into a relationship and really go for it. Whereas before, you're both a little bit selfish. You know, you're not that grounded influence. It was something different there. Travel. You know, you had to go and do what you had to do. You know, third eye chakra. Ooh, third eye chakra and heart chakra. All right. So if you're not sure what chakras are, it's just a fancy word to talk about your emotional well-being. And classically, there is 7 main chakras that all have different layers of our emotional well-being. The third eye chakra is probably one of the most common, and it's depicted as another eye right here, and it's all about that intuition and that connection with your guides. And the heart chakra is all about giving and receiving love in equal measure. So again, it wasn't the right time before. You needed to go and explore, do some adventures, and come back where you're fully able to be there for each other, because before you weren't. You couldn't be there for each other previously. All right. Ask for help from others. Big happy changes. Yes. So, like, asking for help from others, you might have mutual friends, and maybe you need to talk to them first and just kind of bridge that gap just a little bit. And maybe that's what you need to get the confidence to reach out and follow your instincts. But they are saying, like, it's time now. It's time. Yes. Leaving or travel. Again, another travel card. So you may have, or you might be planning an adventure together because you are friends. You might want to plan an adventure with your friends. Um, but these suitcases or moving or something like that. I don't know if one of you is moving to a different town or city than the other person, and you're feeling like, oh, that's why I shouldn't say anything. But if you're the one that's moving, they might be willing to come and follow you if there's a relationship there. But you have to ask. If they think there's nothing, that there's no point for them, right? And spouse. So um, I feel like really flirty energy here. Like you might be kind of dancing around the topic between each other, or being kind of cutesy with each other time and again, and you kind of like get all excited about it, but then you just kind of like back off, like, oh no, I shouldn't do anything, we already tried that, or whatever your story might be here. But there's definitely chemistry. um, you already know. Yes. Look through the situation. So whatever is happening, I don't know if they have another like superficial relationship. I'm not saying disrespect the other person, but you still have to be honest and say, hey, this is where I'm at. This is what I'm doing. This is how I feel. This is how I want to show up. Because before, we didn't have what we needed. We had to go on those adventures. We had to get that life experience in order to show up and be grounded influences in each other's life, to fully express our love. We needed to change as people to show up in this relationship, to get before you talk about marriage or like a committed relationship. And friendship, your friends, you already know, you already have some kind of communication. You guys might even be more of like online friends. It might be something where you are in different towns, and you don't feel it's logical to try to maintain this long distance relationship, because they keep saying, oh yeah, like, I'm good, I'm happy with my career, I'm happy where I'm at, I don't think I would move. But they're actually just really stubborn. They're like, nah, why would I need to move? Like, everything is good. But like, they're totally willing to go after what they want. They have these natural instincts to go after what they want when they want it. But if they have this fear of rejection, if they're not sure if that other person, like you, is interested in that relationship, they're going to back right down, because they've had way too many bruised ego moments, and they value your friendship very highly. You guys, you're close. You talk to each other a lot. You just haven't ventured to go into that relationship aspect, or you have and you felt like it didn't quite work, but now is the time to really step into that. So yes, you guys needed to change that spark of the divine, recognizing that you are part of a whole, and understanding that you are that grounded influence now. You had to go through some, I want to say, earth shattering changes in your own life. You might have already been married and had to separate in order to be available for this relationship, or they might have already been married and need to go, and they're working on separating, or their relationship's falling apart and they're both equally ready to go separate ways, something like that. But you need to follow your instincts. And just because, if you talk to them about your feelings, just because they're kind of like, whoa, what, you have feelings? Oh, that's not how I feel. It's because they're super like guarded. So it has nothing to do with them not having feelings. It's them having to process that information, understand that information in relation to themselves, and then go through the motions with all the other things in their life. So don't be discouraged if you do talk about your feelings, looking through that situation, and you understand the situation, but they aren't quite ready to jump on those instincts just as readily as you are. You put in that work. You were on it. You were ready to go, and um, now is the time for you to really make your move. Follow that intuition, because you have strong intuition, that third eye chakra. You already know when you're getting these kinds of messages, like, oh yeah, no, I really do need to reach out, or stuff like that. But in order to do that, you need to honor yourself too. And that's something you haven't been doing, is honoring yourself, loving yourself while loving others. And that might be a little bit scary for you, to be able to finally step into the space where you're willing to love yourself before throwing it all at others. Filling up your cup before pouring out. There's a little bit of that energy happening. And these are all great things to be learning, but it's kind of new for you. So just be gentle with yourself. If you are planning a trip, go for it. Like really, really take time. Like even if it's just like going an hour away and just renting a hotel room just for an escape from all of the things, whether it's just your home life, maybe you have kids and you need a little bit of a break, or there's just too much to organize. Maybe you just moved, something like that. And you just need different space for just a short period of time, 1-2 days even, it would be all right if that's all you can, manage at this time. Or travel to someone else that you already have accommodation sorted out, but you need to honor that part of your adventure. Like you have this yearning for adventure all the time, and you're looking through it, or for it, through spiritual means right now. You very frequently are like trying to meditate, trying to connect with the guides, and trying to escape this like three-dimensional life. And well and fine, these are good skills to have, but don't try to live there. You still have to live this human life, because that's what you were born as a human. So don't go too far into the spiritual stuff without bringing that balance back into your life. You have to be able to integrate it and just to really share all of that with everyone, right? So that's the messages I got here from your future spouse. Pal number 2. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe, hit the notification bell. I would love to hear from you. Comment, let me know what things resonated, what didn't, or if you know what some of these situations are talking about. And I will be moving on to pile number 3. All right, pile number 3 here. So the first card here is just kind of like an overall theme card. So I'm going to read that first, and then we'll spread out all the cards, really get a good picture so we can really relate all the things here. So Green Man, synergy. I'm feeling, I'm feeling this call to nature through this card. Like you are being called to nature to get away from the busyness of a city and just really come into the country, the nature. I'm feeling, you need, okay, let's see what else we got going on here. All right. Balance. I understand and embrace the opposing forces in life that bring about balance. Yes. Nature spirits. I respect all of nature's elemental beings and help preserve life on earth. Again, another farming related here, connecting with nature. Third eye chakra. I see the wisdom of my higher self and apply this wisdom in my life. Yes. Juicy. Here we go. Friends. Right. And the Big Dipper. So I'm really, you've been getting these visions about like a life that's coming to you. I don't know if it's like self-sustaining-ish where you're living on a farm, but you're like, ah, that's unattainable for me. I can't do that. When you're being called to that, and your future spouse is calling you to that. Mm-hmm. Wait. Okay. Within the next few weeks. Okay, so the energy with this is you're trying to make a decision about where to move, where to go, something like that. And they're saying wait. There's something else coming that you can't see yet. So don't force that decision, because I know you like to have everything kind of like structured in its place. But hold up. Hold up a bit here. Trees. The arts. Again, trees, another nature aspect. Yeah. Archangel Metatron, working with kids and sacred geometry. Acceptance. Divine purpose. All right. So, what am I seeing here? So, again, there's very much your future husband works with nature, the land, farm, potentially even animals, but it's very much connected with nature. And yeah, like he maybe even a craftsman, like I'm getting the sense of he might build something or create something from that. But he's very much busy. He's busy. He finds it very difficult to find time to connect with people beyond basic friendships. So you might already know this person. You might be friends. You might not. You might have mutual friends. But there's part of you that you are resistant to accepting. And they're showing me you having like this facade where everything is like modern and everything has its place, and you like to have all of these things, a lot of material type things. And this isn't bad, but it's not exactly who you are, because you're also like this minimalist that really likes to do eco-friendly, buy local kind of vibes too, but you kind of do that on the down low. So you have this face of maybe keeping up with the Joneses kind of style, but really you're just like, yeah, I just would like to have like minimal stuff and just go on adventures rather than buying stuff. So there's a bit of conflicting personas there, and they're both part of you. Don't get me wrong, but you're not accepting the part you're keeping on the down low. And that's the part that connects with the farm, the nature, the self-sustaining, the local, the craftsman, that the animals, that's the part that's there. And you're living this very, I'm not sure if industrial is the right word, but like modern city kind of vibes, town, suburbia kind of life. And you're happy enough in that life, but it's not all of you. And you need to accept that part of you, that other part, because you really connect with kids. Like kids are very drawn to you. So I'm not sure if you have your own kids or just like other people's kids, but you really need to start sharing that knowledge and bringing them into your life. Your future husband might also have kids. And they're saying this could be a play on words, so I'm not exactly sure what that means. He might have something he treats like kids that maybe isn't literal children running around, but they're really sticking with that phrase. He has kids, and you need to set your goals a little bit higher for yourself. You set achievable goals because you love to achieve. You're a little bit of a perfectionist. So throughout all of these things, you're like, oh, I am going to get at least 80 on this exam, for an example. And you know you can achieve 80, so you get like 82 and you're like, yeah, I hit my goal, you know? But they're like, if you set a goal for 90, you would have got pretty damn close. You probably would have got like 89, 90. But you don't like being disappointed if you fall a little bit short. But the only way to push yourself and just stretch yourself a little bit higher is to set your goals, up higher. So that Big Dipper, keeping those goals. Okay, so they're saying you need to like major cut some cords in your life. There are a few of your friends that keep trying to influence the decisions you make, the type of person you are, the things you do, and you like them well and fine, but they don't create balance for you. They're extreme. Either they're all up in your face and they are going out and they're partying and they're like whatever, like just extreme, and then all of a sudden they pull back and you don't hear from them for a week. They aren't consistent. Like, some friends like, hey, just checking in, and you like hang out, have tea, and then you sometimes you go out to a farmer's market or whatever, just more in line with the vibes you have, because you have very earthy energy, and that's something you deny yourself because you might have some Leo influence in your chart where you really like that limelight, that standing in the scene, like getting all put together, dolled up, people looking at you, like a little bit of fame stuff happening, which is fine. But don't let it hold you back from the other side of yourself too, because just because you want to be connected with nature doesn't mean you can't be in the limelight. Maybe you have a small garden and you do farmers markets, but like you're teaching people how to grow this food at the farmers market, and like there's really a teaching aspect with that Archangel Metatron. And part of this is your future husband might connect with you through you teaching something. So there's some kind of skill that you're interested in that you feel um, like you don't have enough information to teach, but you have a good base, and you're frequently talking to your friends about it, and you're kind of guiding them. And all you have to do is offer what you know. And obviously, there's always room to grow. Even experts are still learning and refining their craft. So don't try to perfect something before you share it with the world, because this is going to help you connect with your future husband. He needs you to be in that role. He needs you to be out there and in that limelight in the healthy way for you, in order to connect with you, in order to find you throughout like these nature related things. I really feel like cultivating, growing things or nurturing things is really like kind of the vibes I'm getting with that. And just because your life doesn't look like what you know your divine purpose is doesn't mean you can't make small shifts to slowly shift it over to what you need it to be. um it's like you're expecting you to go from like black all the way to white in like one step, and it just doesn't work like that. You find balance. You slowly take those steps while you're nurturing yourself. You go from black to like really dark gray, and then you go to medium gray and light gray, and then like off white and white. Like you take that, you just slide it, and you're being supported. Your guides are there for you. They want you to really like move fast with this. Don't wait. I know it says wait, but don't wait to start planning whatever it is you're going to be teaching. Wait a few weeks, kind of percolate these ideas a little bit, but like be ready to go, because there's like you don't even need much. Like, hold on. You keep trying to tell yourself you need some kind of like booklet, and you need to have it like graphically designed and like put together with an audio and a PowerPoint presentation or whatever. Like you're just overthinking this entire thing, and just basic, like just talk to people, share from your heart. You might have a few like a scrap paper with some little points to hit, like, oh, well, if I'm teaching people how to grow carrots, well, you got to have the seeds to plant them, to like whatever, right? So like don't overcomplicate things, because you really connect with people, and that's the key here. Is you need to start connecting with the right kind of people
to meet your future husband, because right now you're spending time in all the wrong places. And as much as it's fun, it's not really doing it for you. Start writing out your dreams. You have dreams, they might be vivid, they might be just small things. Write down what you remember and keep a little journal, like maybe by your bed, so that when you have a dream, you can write it down and you can kind of interpret it and be like, what did this mean to me? What messages did I get? Because you're getting a lot of messages and you're not holding on to them to have context. So this is going to help you have more confidence in your connection with your guides, because you're very good at receiving those messages. Like if you see a feather, if you see a coin, if you see number sequences, you can feel that those are messages, but you aren't integrating all of that. It's You're just missing that last, what is the message? How do I carry that forward? And that's what they want you to work on right now, is just really taking that next step there. So your husband is waiting for you. You know, wait a few weeks. There's going to be some kind of opportunity presented for you to step up and teach in relation to nature. So just don't make any decisions. Don't jump on any opportunities just yet. You know, there might be something you've been percolating, and just chill. And I know this is hard for you because you very much like to take action and go after things, but just have patience. If you have a hard time having patience, fill your time with restful activities, whether it's like meditation or, checking out oracle card readings or something like that for yourself. But thank you so much, panel number 3. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you can be notified when I have more videos just like this one. If you have any comments, please post them down below. I would be happy to answer any questions you have or see what you thought about it. Give this video a little thumbs up. Let me know how you like it. All right. Thank you so much. Bye.